So I wanted to make a video about something that I read on Facebook the other day that I felt compelled enough to comment on. I don't usually make vlogging type videos, but this is something that I just wanted to express myself about. So basically on Facebook, of course, I read a comment on a news article. The news article was about how the virus that's going on at the moment will affect people who don't have who are on lower incomes and who don't have who sort of might be more prone to poverty, and how that the virus will impact them more greatly, in terms of like how sick they will get and sort of the care they can receive and things like that, which is probably true. But reading the comment section, there was someone who said that this is a harsh lesson in making sure that each individual has to better themselves to contribute to society, that it's up to the individual to educate themselves and to get themselves into a better position, which I do tend to agree. But the thing is that the problem that I have with that kind of thinking is when, well, first of all, I just think it's it's a pretty cold-hearted thing to say. It's basically saying that if you don't have a lot of resources and a lot of money, then you deserve to get sick and you deserve to die over somebody else, basically. I can't actually remember the exact comment, I'm just sort of paraphrasing. So that to me is just, first off, is just really cruel, and everyone can be affected by this, so it's a level playing field. This thing doesn't discriminate whether or not you have money or not, or your social status. You can still get sick from it. So just because you have wealth, for lack of a better word, do you really think that it's right, morally right, that somebody should die over somebody else? I don't think so. not to me. The other thing that it made me think about was, somebody has to do all the jobs that that this person thinks they're too good for. Somebody has to pick up the rubbish and clean up after other people and drive dump trucks and work at the supermarket or whatever, sort of lower end types of works. Not everyone can be doctors and architects and what have you, like high end jobs. Somebody has to do the jobs that most of us don't even have a second thought about and don't appreciate. So that logic is flawed anyway. And the other thing is, what was I going to say? Forgotten. Yeah, during this time, people who do work in supermarkets and who are providing the essential services generally do have a lower income. But funnily enough, right now, during this moment, we're relying on them to keep the country functioning. So I can show some gratitude. It's just irritating to me that people don't appreciate what's going on around them, and there's no thought process behind such callous comments. It's like, you just think that you're better than other people just because you're in a certain position, and somebody else isn't, yet you expect, you know, all the people who you rely on, especially now, to, you know, to suffer. Or I don't know if my rambling makes sense, but yeah, it just annoys me that people think this way, and I just think it's morally wrong, and they should show some gratitude. Yeah. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. So, thanks. Take care.